I like the name. Sounds encouraging.
There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him... If your plan works, and you're able to get inside...
Okay. I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that?
Bring it on.
You can do this. Stand on the platform and I'll get... Tom, talk to me.
This frequency is only going to work once. You know who doesn't make the same mistake twice. So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synth. About the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the aura! We got it!
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now!
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Busted.
I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh?
Can't pick this.
Yes.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes.
What's going on?
It's me.
Father?
Your dad.
Father!
I'm here, Sean. Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am.
Right. They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point. Plenty of that was available, of course. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science,
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please.
I don't want to hear any more right now.
Very well. The Institute is on the... I've been a part of something. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that.
I won't be a part of this.
Why? The Institute can provide...
Right.
You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it... I realize that. I hope that you can see that rationally. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. We really do have... Will you take...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I had certainly hoped we... Understand, though, that you may have safe passage. I am sorry.
Sure.
The elevator will...
Sean, can we talk about this?
Have you reconsidered your decision?
I've changed my mind. I'll work with you.
Well, that's good to hear. The Institute is now your home, as much. You want to introduce yourself. And finally, Dr.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
I will be happy to forward the request to the bias.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious... Your message was only one word. Friend.
The railroad sent me to look for...
What? And they gave me a... I kept sending... I hoped the railroad...
You saved a lot of synths.
So much to take with you in the... But we'll need help. Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense. I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually...
You're here. Glad you made it.
You know? Good. Z-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z1. He's a friend. He's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the railroad does, Z1. He's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help.
Right now.
The ones I know for certain?
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find...
Sure.
Yes.
Liam.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right?
Of course I'll help you.
Our cores, the original security, with some persuasion. Problem is, but if you could get me a...
Right. I'll find it for you.
That's great. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago. But ask your friends in the...
You know...
Oh, the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only. No visible reaction to K-14 count.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Let's see what you have.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumptions.
I hope I'll...
Operating at full capacity.
Excuse me.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now? We're all looking forward to working with you.
The targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I
Always
should
be
take some
vigilant.
courses with me.
We have many enemies.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going?
Doctor. So, here you are.
Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. Despite your relation to... I'm sure you understand.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. It's nothing personal. Now, Father has asked our primary response...
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war... Our main instrument is the Courser. Coursers hunt down and reclaim. They are highly civil. But I gather you know all this. In fact...
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be... I suppose I'll have to ask... Now, unless you need something else...
You mentioned that Courser...
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become Coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Excuse me.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Nothing to report, sir.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Hey, Doc.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren. I can't wait for you to see the...
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized... We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to...
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the...
Sure.
You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the company.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
There we go.
Personal record, Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone! Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come.
Remember to conserve power
After that,
at every opportunity.
I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah,
There is a
it's
God.
you.
May he
You're
have
here
mercy
then.
on us all.
Yes, yes. I know who you are. We all do.
Uh-huh. Don't worry, I promise.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given...
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come.
Given that the relay,
Mhm.
in case the significance is lost on you,
Uh-huh.
if nothing else, it should...
Right.
Now, unless there's some...
I'm good for now, thanks.
All right.
I used to work exclusively on the synth projects, but lately I prefer less animated pursuits.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think, if you don't mind my asking,
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
now that you've found him, I hope... I'll give you a quick rundown of the...
Sure.
As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical system. We maintain and upgrade. There's a lot of machinery, the work we do. So, now that you're...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. Take your time. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust? Make excuses. You're clearly infected. I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute first.
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you... Ultimately, unfortunate, as remarkable. The superior...
If the synths are intelligent...
However closely they... When you see a rogue synth, his memories have been erased under his leadership.
Sure.
I've dispatched a courser.
It might not want to talk.
That would be a terrible, if at all possible. Now you should get...
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already...
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir.
Good work.
Nice.
How did you do that? I can barely get mine to save.
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you. To reset the synth's cognitive functions, speak the recall code out loud. The code is Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Well done. Judging by your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, made it to the top.
B592, initialize factory reset, authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me?
Nicer without the labor.
Take them out! Let's get that!
Reel him in.
Please don't get any germs on me.
Hello. Did I turn off the interferon?
I've heard stories. The surface sure sounds scary.
Sean.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was...
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies. I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel...
Sure.
But enough about that. I couldn't have hoped for a better... While you were away, you'll find all... Go and have a look.
Uh-huh.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless. I'll figure it out. In the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
When you're finished here, sir,
If you see
Father
anything
wants to
even
see you.
remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes? Sir, understood.
Ooh, there'll be hell to pay.
I'm not scared of the surface.
Son.
Ah. Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you...
I teach the guy a lesson. Make sure he never does it again.
Using physical force is never my first.
Uh-huh.
The group that calls themselves the Railroad. They no doubt means you've been in contact.
They mean well. They're all...
You dealt with Libertad. Usually.
Right.
I'm afraid we have learned the current.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important. We also don't want the Brotherhood of...
Uh-huh. Is it just me, or...
Of course, sir. We'll be...
Hey,
didn't sound certain yesterday. It is really, really good to...
I met with the leader of the Institute.
And it turns out, he's my son.
What? Wasn't he just a little boy?
I'm still in shock.
Damn. I can't imagine what you're going through. Besides meeting your boy, did you meet...
Pam wants to talk.
I met Patriot.
She's in back.
His name is Liam Benet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We write up a full report.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital.
Mm-hmm. Stockton and the synths are depending on us. We can't let them down.
Well said. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position.
With me working the inside angle, this is doable.
We can't attack. You'll probably have a courser escort. You'll have to take him down.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk.
I hope to God the Institute doesn't find us. At least not so.
Flash a weapon like that, somebody might think they're looking for trouble.
Virgil?
Well, I'm glad to see them.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing.
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
Thanks. You too.
No, I didn't mean like... I could just use... This isn't the sort of thing I'd normally bother anyone else with, but you just seem really good with people, and I've got this issue with my sister, Nat, becoming me.
All right. What's the issue?
I'm just terrified she's gonna start taking up like her big sis. I mean, think about the life we lead. I can't have her ending up like her big sister. It's part of the reason I'm on the road so much. Part of the reason I'm here with you. I keep thinking, maybe if I make myself scarce, if I'm not around her enough, she'll cool off. She'll just go back to being sweet, innocent Nat, paper girl, an all-around upstanding citizen. What do, Blue?
You don't get to decide who Nat's gonna be, Piper. She does. All you decide is whether you want to be a part of her life or not.
You're right. She's her own person, and always will be. Thanks, Blue. Who'd expect wandering off with a stranger to turn out this well? They really don't make them like you anymore. You're a hell of a friend, you know that?
Just friends, huh?
Well, yeah. I guess, but I thought. But hey, thanks. So, you wanna hit the road?
Yes.
So it's good.
There's only one way to find out.
Protect and serve.
Here we go. And now, we wait.
It didn't work.
Give it time. The retrovirus has to run its course. I'm going to rest for, in any event, you kept...
Protect and serve.
You there. Caravan or raider?
What?
I said caravan or raider. Which are you?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh?
Someone's not interested in visitors.
I've been waiting for you.
Watch your tone, Synth.
Next time, move faster. Our targets are inside.
Uh-huh.
The situation appears to... We move in.
Uh-huh. Hey.
Very well. Our targets are... Limited backup will be available to us.
Use these only if necessary. The mission's...